Hello, folks. How you doing? It's myself, Rab, from the Big Rab Show. How are you guys? And yes, the title of this live stream may well give away what I'm about to talk about. And that is, of course, the Scots Trad Music Awards. They are just around the corner, actually. And yeah, as chuffed as we are to be nominated in the first place, we just wanted to remind you folks that the voting for the Scots Trad Music Awards actually closes pretty soon. You haven't really got very long before everything all closes. So just wanted to tell you, yeah, that the deadline for votes and everything is the 20th of November. So really not that long until getting votes in. So we've included everything to this live stream where you can go and place votes. Of course, we've shared it across our socials and all of that. So yeah, tons of places where you can go and check out the link. So there we go. There's Stephen. Yo, buddy, how's it going, mate? Thanks for tuning in. Thank you. I do realise that this is possibly a band practice night for a lot of folk that would be tuning in at this point in the UK. So, yeah, no matter where you're tuning in right now, hi, how you doing? I wanted to talk about the podcast this past week. Well, the podcast episode that dropped just last night, actually, where we talked about the cancellation of the European Championships and the cancellation of the British Championships, I guess. And not the cancellations, I should say, but the movement of venues. And because a lot of people have been saying, well, is that it? Are they cancelled now? But no, they're not. They just don't have a venue. Someone's lost a bit of weight. Who? Yeah, I have. Thank you, Steve. What about you, Big Rab? All right. How's it going? Thanks, Dave. Thanks for tuning in, mate. But yeah, people have been suggesting that these major championships have been cancelled, and I just wanted to put that out there that they haven't been cancelled. It's just the venues have said that they're not hosting it, so that makes it completely different. So there you go. Hello, Rab. Already voted. Good man yourself. Good man yourself. Well, encourage your neighbours, your barbers, your barman, your corner shop worker, your milkman, whoever. Just get everyone to vote for us. It'll be magic. But yes, I'm getting distracted now with messages. Yeah, we wanted to talk about the podcast. There's been a lot of correspondence that's come back to us following the pod last night, where we did talk about the possible change of venues for the Euros and for the British. And as much as it is sad news to see that it won't be being held in Greenock and Inverness, it's difficult to know where it's going to go. Now, we have had a lot of speculation. There's been a lot of rumour, let's just say. There's been a lot of possibles thrown out there, but nothing concrete. And I just wanted to confirm that there's been absolutely nothing set in stone here as to a possible venue for the upcoming championships. So yeah, it's kind of sparked a bit of a debate as well about the cost of these championships, I guess, these majors, and how can we make it profitable and attractive for district council areas to hold these events, because it looks to be at the moment that they're not very keen to host these things, and that itself is a bit worrying. You know, whenever you have a major championship like the likes of the European Championships, that would draw in thousands of pipers and drummers and their families and all their fans to come and attend an event, and it's not turning a profit. There's something not adding up there. So yeah, the financials, I think, is one element of it, but I don't know. There's a lot to consider here. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about it following last night's podcast. We got a lot of correspondence about it. You can go and listen back to it. It is there. The Big Rab Show podcast. This week's episode, we talk all about this. These events are not cancelled. They will just be moving to a new location. So we're not going to Inverness and we're not going to Greenock, in case you haven't heard. So those two majors were up in the air. Now, as for the Scottish Championships, yes, they have been confirmed. We are going to Dumbarton. That's set in stone. We also have the UK Championships as well in Lurgan. That has been set in stone as well. There's Jonathan. Vote has been cast. Good man, Jonathan, yourself. You're a legend. Thank you. And yeah, please encourage everyone around you as well to vote for our wee show. That would be magic, mate. So yes, I'm getting distracted. So yeah, we have the Scottish Championships are definitely confirmed for Dumbarton. We also have the UK's in Lurgan Park here in Northern Ireland, so that's definitely been confirmed as well. And of course, we have the big one, the Worlds. So at the moment, we only really have 2 major championships that are kind of up in the air at the minute, and we don't know where they're going to be. And that's the big thing I want to put across, is that no one knows. We have no notion. There's been no official communication really on this topic at all. If you have any speculation of where you would like to see the Euros, or the British for that matter, then drop them in the comments. You know, we'd love to know your thoughts. It has been suggested actually to bring the European Championships to the likes of Belgium, France, Spain, Italy, somewhere, you know. But also the British Championship, there's been a few venues actually suggested in England even, and I don't know, you could hold it anywhere, I don't know. The world's your oyster, I guess, at this point. So, yeah. Well, speaking at this point, I'm going to give a shout out to our show sponsors. We do like to do this every now and again whenever we do a bit of a live stream. So, yeah, as we are having a wee bit of a break here and giving our sponsors a bit of a shout out, I would encourage you to go and check the link in the description here, or even check it out on our socials. Go and have a search for Hands Up for Trad. And yes, place a vote for ourselves at the Big Rab Show. There's another comment. Inverness, very few bands from Northern Ireland went. Too expensive for them. Yeah, we reported that at the time, Kenneth. And I think that's possibly... that's a contributing factor, I guess, whenever we're talking about making it financially viable. You know, when not an awful lot of bands attend, that's an issue. Anyway, yeah, one to consider. But, right, as I was saying, we're about to take a little short break here to give our sponsors a bit of a shout out. In the meantime, please do go and visit the link for the Scots Trad Music Awards, and do please consider giving us a little vote there for, I think it's category 7, for trad music in the media. I'll be honest, we are absolutely bowled over that we are even nominated in the first place. We can't thank you folks enough out there for nominating us. It's such an honour. And now we would like to have your vote as well. I know, we're selfish, aren't we? Yeah, but if you can, take a few minutes of your time during these next few messages and, consider dropping us a wee vote for the Trad Awards. It would be really well received. Thank you. Right, let's get a little message here for our sponsors then, shall we?
If I was a bagpipe, would you play me?
Only if I could be your chanter.
Elevation by McLeod. My name's Craig Monroe. I'm the production director and owner at Wallace Bagpipes in Glasgow. The thing that's most iconic about piping is definitely the sound that it creates. The melody of the chanter, the drone sound in the background, you know, it overcomes people with emotion. I started playing the pipes at the age of 8 years old. I fell in love with the instrument and it's became my life and my career. We are a modern day bagpipe maker, but we still rely heavily on tradition. The raw material that we use is called African blackwood. When it comes to us, it comes in block form, almost cut to the sizes that it's going to be, and it'll be waxed either end for protection. We have our Wallace bagpipes being played in all of the top pipe bands around the world, but for me, the biggest ambassador that we have for Wallace bagpipes would definitely be the Red Hot Chili Pipers, a world-renowned bagpipe act that fusions traditional bagpipes with modern music. It's making people excited about bagpipes again.
There you are. Yeah, shout out to all of our show sponsors who help us keep the wheels turning here at the Big Rab Show. So again, by way of a very simple reminder, I guess, the whole point on this live stream is just to point out that, yeah, the voting for the Scots Trad Music Awards is closing on the 20th of November. So we are encouraging folks to... there's John voted. Excellent stuff, John. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. So, yes, if you can, between now and the 20th of November at midnight UK time, I think is when it closes, if you can please go along and drop us a vote for the Big Rab Show, we would definitely appreciate it. Now, if you don't like us, and if you don't like anything that we do here on Big Rab Show, then there are other options, for sure, and a lot of great options as well for buy. So, yes, I have to mention our good friends there at Tartan Tunes, who are definitely worthy of a nomination along with ourselves, and definitely worthy of your vote as well. So if you don't like what we do, then there is always Tartan Tunes that I would encourage you to go and vote for them as well. There you are. There's St. Columbus School. Hey, fellow nominee. Yes, absolutely. Good luck, Rab. See you there. Yes, I hope so. Yeah. Oh, man, it's going to be a stellar night in Dundee. I'm really looking forward to it. So, yeah, people have been asking, will ourselves in the Rab Show be there at the Trad Awards? And absolutely, of course, we will be there. So, if anything, we talked about it on the podcast this week. Yes, we've made our travel plans. Yes, we're going to be there at the Trad Awards. We've been talking about the Scots Trad Awards now for years. So it's absolutely crazy to us that we're actually going to be involved in it this year. It's just mad. Words just... they don't come to me. I have no words for it at all. But yeah, to be nominated and to be in there is just incredible. But I'm also going to take full advantage of it because I don't expect to be back. But yes, I'm going to be bringing a microphone with me, and I do hope to bring an episode of the Rab Show podcast from the Trad Awards. Yeah, there's so many incredible musicians, so many incredible bands, and just so much that's going to be happening at the Trad Awards this year. It's just going to be an incredible event. And yeah, I want to capture everything from it for the Big Rab Show, of course. So yeah, for those asking, is the Rab Show going? Yes, of course we are. Absolutely. We wouldn't miss it. So the opportunity to be there, we would not pass that up. Yeah, we will be there and we'll be producing an episode of the Big Rab Show podcast from that. Now, also, I have to say, for those of you who do support us over there on Patreon, expect a little bit of behind the scenes and, a little bit of extra stuff for our Patreon supporters from the Scots Trad Awards. So we do have some plans there to produce some extra content that won't see the normal light of day, but will be just exclusive for people who do support us over there on Patreon. So there you are. By way of a shameless plug, if you do want to help support the show, then you can go and check us out on Patreon, all of that sort of stuff. You pay $5 a month, I think, something like that, and you get loads of extra stuff. If piping and drumming is your thing, then you need to be part of the Patreon faithful, because there's bags of stuff back there. There you are. Okay, So, all that being said, again, I want to go back to what we were originally talking about at the very beginning. We were talking about possible venues we have 2 major championships now without a venue. We don't have a venue for the British or the Euros, the European Championships. So we are asking folks then to suggest possible venues. And there's Kenneth, he's saying Edinburgh, Stirling, or Ayrshire. Now, I do remember, I think the British Championships were held in Ayr a couple of times. I do remember actually travelling to them. And I think, was the Euros in Ayr as well? I don't know, I can't remember. I think I even remember championships being held in Girvan. I think there was ones there as well. So, I don't know, there's bags of venues that you could possibly throw a major championship. But it's just interesting to see that these council areas are turning them down at this point. It's worrying, and that's, I think, what the story is here. Why are these people not wanting to run events, but saying that they're not financially viable? It's concerning, And there's Kenneth, indeed. There you go. Yeah. So we will keep across the story as best we can. I wanted to talk about it on this live stream because we did get some correspondence following last night's podcast suggesting that these events were cancelled. They're not cancelled. They will still happen, I think, by all accounts. We just need a venue. That's all we're looking. We need somewhere to hold it. So as soon as we hear any announcements, of course, of where these competitions will be happening, then, of course, we will let you folks know. Now, before I hit the road, I just wanted to mention about the Livy Invitationals are being held this weekend. Now, we know this solo drumming event is absolutely packed out every year without fail, and this year's no different. You can't get a ticket for it anywhere. The place is rammed. It's sold out. But ourselves at the Big Rab Show team, we will be there. So if you haven't managed to grab a ticket for this, don't worry, we have you covered. Yeah, if you haven't managed to get it and you think, I'm going to miss it all, no, you won't. So be sure to be tuned in to ourselves here on the Big Rab Show across all of our socials, on our Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. We'll be doing what we can to cover everything from the Livy Invitationals and bring you all the drumming action. Now, it starts at 12:30 p.m. With the MSR competition, and then after that, then we roll into the fun, which is the freestyle event, which is my favorite. We had a lot of creativity over the years from some amazing musicians. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this event. So shout out to Jim Baxter and all the team behind the scenes putting this event together. And thank you for having us there from the Big Rab Show team. We can't wait to hit the go button and start live streaming everything from this weekend. So yeah, if you are hungry for some piping and drumming action and are disappointed that you might not get through the door at the Livy Invitational, then we have you covered. So please do share it out there. Let everyone know, hey, the Rab Show team's streaming from the Livy Invitationals. So that's this weekend on Saturday. So yeah, plenty of piping and drumming action to be had this weekend. Just be sure to be following us on all of our social media. Okay. Well, that all being said, folks, again, I just wanted to remind you that the voting for the Scots Trad Music Award closes on the 20th of November. So that's on Sunday at midnight. UK time. So you do have a little bit of time, not much, but a little bit. So if you haven't yet, please do consider going over there to the Scots Trad Music Awards and dropping us a vote if possible. Yeah, because we are nominated in there for trad music in the media, and still sort of pinching myself. Is this real? Yeah, but we're just asking you guys now, if you can, give us a little vote, and it would honestly be so welcome. It would be amazing. Yeah. All right. That all being said, I want to say congratulations to all the rest of the nominees, by the way, especially our mates there as well. I've mentioned them earlier. Tartan Tunes are in the same category as us, along with all of the nominees in our category, all definitely deserving of a vote for sure. Obviously, we're campaigning because we are the Big Rab Show. But yes, honestly, everyone within that category is definitely deserving of your vote and your time. So we have shared out the link, of course, of where you can do all of that, along with all of the information for all your other nominees in all your different categories. There's a lot to consider there for piping fans. So there you are. You've got some homework. All right, folks. that's it for this live stream. Thank you all for tuning in and joining in. I guess numbers are a bit low, but I think that's because everyone's at band practice. This would normally be a band practice night for a lot of folk, especially here in the UK. So perhaps that's why it's been a little quiet. But hey, I'm more than happy to come on here, blather away to myself, and just gently remind you folks, if you can, please do drop us a little vote for the Big Rab Show at the Trad Awards. We would very, very much appreciate it. All right, folks, we are out the door, and we'll possibly see you in the next live stream, which will be, if not Saturday, then, not back yet. You're not back at band practice yet? What's going on, mate? Not back yet. Hey, come on. There's tons of other bands that are in the band hall right now, going through that third part of this page, wondering why they can't get the second phrase. Oh, don't talk to me. I remember these months well. Yeah, in my competing days, absolutely. Right, I'm out the door. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget to catch us at the Livy Invitationals this weekend. On Saturday, all the piping and drumming action will be live streaming all of it. So, yes, be sure to tune in to ourselves on all of our socials, our YouTubes and all of that especially. And we'll be doing what we can to capture all the action from the Livy Invitationals. Yeah, good stuff. All right, folks, get your votes in while you can, while they're still open. We will see you all again on the next one. All the best.